Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome back to 10WT Tips, where every single week we teach you how to form the healthy habits that will transform your body and your life. At the 10-Week Transformation, we teach you a 5-step framework. Number 1, we build your big. And building your big is your why behind your fitness. Number 2, you set your success indicator, and this is where you want to be by a particular date. Number 3, you identify your progress indicators, and these are the 2 to 3 weekly goals that will inevitably indicate that you're making progress to your overall goal. Number 4, you plan your pills. These are the micro habits that increase the likelihood that you're successful amidst the chaos and the busyness of your week. And number 5, you set up your scoreboard, and this will give you the feeling of motivation and the feeling of game on with your goal. I promise you, if you do these steps, your habits are going to be rock solid, your self-confidence is going to skyrocket, and you'll be on the path to your best you. Every single week, we help individuals who are hungry for growth get closer to the best version of themselves. I'm your host, Nick Carrier, and today I'm super excited to talk about the 2-piece puzzle of success. Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome back to 10WT Tips. Today, I am pumped to talk about the 2-piece puzzle of success, because today I was just talking about this, or yesterday exactly, I was talking about this 2-piece puzzle to all my 10-week transformation participants. And so some of you guys who are in the 10-week transformation, you've heard this before, but I'll go a little bit greater in depth into it today. And it arose in my mind because of a situation that I have with one of my virtual 10-week transformation clients. And so if this is you, then I got a podcast episode about you. This person is getting ready to have a long weekend. On Thursday, they're traveling. So they're going to be out of town Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But on Sunday night, they're flying back. And then when they come back on Sunday night, they're moving. Difficult time to plan a move. But they're moving Sunday night, and they're moving on Monday. They're taking work off on Monday, and they're moving on Monday as well. And so there's this stretch of time, Thursday to Monday, when all hell could break loose. They're traveling a lot, and they're moving, and we know how much fun traveling can be, but how exhausting it can be. We know how brutal moving can be. Like, no matter how far you're moving, this person's not moving geographically too terribly far, but no matter how far you're moving, it can just be a pain in the butt. It can be exhausting. It can be frustrating. It can be challenging. And so the goal is Thursday to Monday, how can we make sure that we're still making progress on our goals? And one of the first things I want to communicate is this was one of my favorite things about the 10-week transformation is so many of us feel like there are seasons of our life where there is just no hope. It's just a lost cause with our health and fitness. Like, it's just too busy of a 5 days. I'm not going to be able to exercise. I'm not going to be able to work out. It's too busy. There's just no way I'm going to be able to eat healthy. And so I know I'm just going to pick back up once I settle back in to my new home. But that is such a poor mindset to have. You are admitting defeat. You are literally admitting defeat. You're throwing in the white flag. You're surrendering to the situation and saying that this circumstance is too big for me. And to me, that is not an empowering way to go through life, to ever feel like a situation or a circumstance is too big for you to be able to execute within. And so I want to empower you and encourage you today that no matter what it is that you have, whether it's a 5-day stretch, a 5-week stretch, a 5-month stretch, a 5-year stretch, like, no circumstance is too big for you to overcome. No circumstance is too big for that you cannot execute on your goals within. Like, at Best You, we pride ourselves on meeting you where you are, meaning no matter what the hell is going on in your life, no matter what season you are in, we've got you. We've got your back. We know it might be challenging as hell. We might know it's going to be frustrating at times. It might be painful at times. It might be emotional at times, but we have got your back. We're going to make sure that you can execute at a high level, and you're going to make progress towards the person that you wish to become amidst all the craziness and the busyness of your life. If you think I'm fired up about this, you're right. Man, oh man. Okay, here we go. Let's talk about it. 2 parts, the 2-piece puzzle to success. And so with this goal, to go back to that example, we were talking about practically what she's going to do to prepare. Okay, are we going to make sure we plan snacks for the travel day? Okay, you're going to be in this city. What restaurants are you going to be going to? And can you maybe look up the menus of those restaurants before you go out to eat? Okay, you're going to come back on Sunday. What can you have already in your home to eat for Sunday when you get back? Okay, do we need to go to the grocery store? Okay, you're moving. You're probably not going to be able to cook for yourself. Can you have a pre-made meal that you make? Or maybe there's a restaurant that you know you're going to go to while you're moving. And so how can we make sure we set ourselves up for success practically so that we make it as easy as possible to do the difficult thing? We make it as easy as possible to do the difficult thing of eating healthy. We make it as easy as possible to do the difficult thing of still finding a way to get exercise in. And so there's plenty of ways that we can forecast and put ourselves in the future version of ourselves' shoes and ask, okay, I know I'm going to be tired. I know I'm not going to cook. I accept that. But is there a restaurant I can go to eat healthy? Is there a pre-made meal that I can go buy or I can make so that I can have that quickly when I'm on the go and when I'm tired? So there's so much practically that you can do to make it easier for yourself to succeed. And when I was reviewing those with her, it started to hit me that yes, the practicality is so important. That's the first part, the practicality part. But I also started to realize that if I was in her shoes, I started to see the situation through my lens. If I was in her shoes, if I had travel days and moving, because I know a lot of people will get nervous about those stretches. They get nervous. Like, I know it's going to be really hard. I just know I'm going to leave these 5 days and I'm going to be bloated. I'm going to feel like I've gained a few pounds and my clothes are going to fit tighter. Like, I know I'm just going to feel bad after this stretch and I'm nervous about it. But I know personally that I wouldn't be nervous about it. I know personally that I would just find a way to make sure I eat healthy and to make sure I exercise no matter what. My exercise might look a little bit different. It might not be as long. My food might look a little bit different. But I'm going to make sure that I eat healthy and that I exercise. And so I started to think about it through that lens. And I was like, you know what? And I told her, I said, yes, we can talk practicality all that we want. And we can set ourselves up for success. And we can make it easier a lot of times. But there might be some unforeseen circumstances that present themselves. And so it's one part practicality and second part mentality. Like, you got to go into this 5-day stretch with the mentality of like, I don't care what happens. I'm going to make sure I get some movement in. I don't care what happens. I'm going to make sure I eat somewhat healthy. I don't care if I struggle getting my couch into this place. I don't care if I break the freaking coffee table while I'm moving. Like, I don't care how frustrated and emotional I become. I'm going to find a way to eat healthy no matter what. And so if you can go in with the mentality of I'm promising to myself that I'm going to find a way to exercise and eat healthy, then the practicality will hopefully help you. But if the practicality, for some reason, if the plan falls through, then you're still going to execute at a high level. So practicality is really important, but if the plan goes to crap, you need the mentality to be able to fall back on. That's why the two-piece puzzle is so important. So how can you actually implement the mentality? It's by making the decision on the front end that I'm not trying to do this. I'm going to do this. A decision is a commitment. A decision is I am doing this. It's not a half-hearted, like, I'm going to try to eat healthy, but I'm not really sure. I'm going to maybe try to get some more steps in and exercise in, but I'm not really sure. Like, no. If you verbalize it like that to yourself or to somebody else, you ain't doing it. You might do it to a certain extent, but you ain't doing it when the tough gets going. You're not doing it when the coffee table breaks. If you have the mentality of I'm going to try to eat healthy going through this move and this travel. So don't use the verbiage with yourself, I'm going to try. Make the verbiage with yourself that I'm going to do. It's not if, it's just when. It's not if, it's just how. Practicality and mentality. Set yourself up for success by planning ahead and getting practical. But then also, when the plan goes to crap, when the coffee table breaks, and I keep just using this as a random example because I know that would suck, is fall back on your mentality. Fall back on the freaking grittiness that you have. Fall back on the resilience and the persistence that you're going into the situation with, that you're going to find a way no matter what. I hope this helps. I hope this motivates you to overcome whatever 5-day stretch, 5-week stretch, 5-month, 5-year stretch that you might have in front of you. I hope it empowers you to get practical, but then be able to fall back on the mental, to have the practicality and the mentality. And again, this is a lot easier said than done. You might be really motivated right now after listening to this episode, after listening to me get hyped, and you're like, you know what, Nick? You're right. I'm going to have the discipline. I'm going to have the willpower. No matter what happens, I'm going to make sure I eat healthy. No matter what happens, I'm going to make sure I exercise. But you might not have the same level of motivation and willpower when the coffee table actually breaks. You might have it now, but you might not have it when the coffee table breaks. And so you might need a layer of accountability to execute and keep the mental strength and fortitude during that situation. So if you need the accountability, then holler at your boy. You can go to nickcarrier.com/10WT. The latest in-person 10-week transformation in Nashville is closed. It's begun. But if you want to do it virtually, you can join that. And also you need to join the Instagram live workouts that I've been doing. They've been so much fun. Like, I absolutely just have a ball doing them and interacting with you guys. So you can join and sign up for an Instagram live workout at nickcarrier.com/Instagram live. Come join us, nickcarrier.com/Instagram live. I hope today helps you get closer and closer to your health and fitness goals, and ultimately closer and closer to your best you.